Hello and welcome back to the channel. Now we are playing some Gran Turismo 7. Again, we're on a daily race on Spa in the GR4 cars. Now we have got two races for this video with two very good battles in them as well. Now we are in the Lamborghini Huracan for race 1, starting in P4. Now me and Doc 4 in the Ferrari there both get half-second track limit penalties, I believe, for running wide on that first corner. Now it is a straight line battle now up for P2, in which we are now in P2, so very good. But obviously there are 4 or 5 cars behind all wanting P2, so now it's who can be the bravest to stay on the brakes the latest. Now me and the Citroen here go knuckle to knuckle. I do come out on top and remain in second for the S section just there. Now coming down into this right-hander, all crazy things go on. If you check out behind there, someone gets taken out, and there. So we'll take a replay. So we're taking it from this Ferrari's point of view, and as you can see, everyone's smashing about. There you go. The Citroen gets taken out. I believe P3 does get a penalty. For some reason didn't show it, but there is I'm not too sure what the penalty is, but we remain in P2, escape the mayhem that is that corner. Now we'll skip ahead to be serving the penalty. Now this Ford Destroyer is second behind and now obviously catching because of me serving the penalty. So he then comes beside us and overtakes us. So now he's in P2 and we are in P3. Now coming up to this tight right and left hander before the main start finish line, and I believe this where this Huracan is 4-wheel drive, it's a lot better at having traction on the exit of corners, which allows it to be just a lot quicker on the exit and entrances to corners because of the grip. Now as we come down the straight here towards Eau Rouge, we are about half a second behind and about 1.8 seconds in front of P4, so a good distance lead on P4. Now flat through there, Eau Rouge of course, and now the slipstream of the Huracan really comes into its own with the speed. 135, 136, so good in there, good speed, and we are catching quite quickly, so you want to catch before this right-hander coming up. So move to the outside, get the overtake done into P2. Now hard on the brakes, and of course he backed out, but we are still in P2 and it is close contention now for P2. If you look in at the bottom right and on the left side, he is all over my bumper. Perhaps I shouldn't have really done what I just done there. However, he tries to move around the outside and then come back on the inside, but defend the inside line. Again, just trying to be defensive in the manner I'm playing to not move down a position. So coming around to this long left-hander, important to actually slow down enough to just floor it around the corner. Don't lift at all, and then make sure you hit the apexes. But as you can see, in the left side and the radar, he is all over my tail. A very close battle, of course, and it's only lap 2, so you know, very intense, very well fought, and for whatever reason, Ford Destroyer, if you do watch this or come across this video, it was a really good battle, and that was a very good race on your side as well. So now we are on lap 2 in P2. He's coming beside me with the slipstream he has got. It is neck and neck through this back straight, I'm going to say, but he has got to the position done on me. I then back out. I don't want to, you know, get pinched or nothing like that. So, you know, keep it fair, keep it interesting, of course. And he has now gained a little bit of a lead from me lifting off. Now hard on the brakes for this right-hander. We get a better line through, and now we're on the bumper of Ford Destroyer, and get to better exit to the next lap, lap 3, and we are literally pretty much neck and neck. So very close indeed. Now, again, go to the left side to then slam it right to get a better exit, which it looks like I do, to be fair. I got a bit more speed on the way out, so we're literally in his tailpipes. Literally can smell the carbon dioxide coming out. Now, give him a little bit of a bump draft just so we can like just have a little bit of more gap between myself and P4, but a 1.7, 1.8 second gap is more than enough. Now we're bump drafting down the straight. I then move to the outside, and again very close, matched in speed, even with the slipstream. Again, now it's just later on the brakes, but we both kind of brake at the same time, give each other the room. He takes the inside line, still in P2. So very good driving there from Ford Destroyer. He though runs wide. Obviously that slip up allows me to gain a position back. And again, I believe he's got a penalty there. Yeah, does get a penalty, which I imagine is probably 0.5 seconds. So very unfortunate on his side, because you know that was a very good battle, very good back and forth race we're having. Now coming to this left-hander, he's still on my tail. To be fair, less than half a second behind. Obviously, first place Sam Oliker is it's 5 seconds, almost 6 seconds now in front. So he's got a comfortable, easy race in front of him for being on lap 3. But again, we're still in contention of being overtaken. So you still need to race, still need to obviously push and try our hardest to not get overtaken. But I believe probably when we get to the penalty spot that he needs to serve, we'll probably get away, and that will be the end of the battle between us there. So like I said, come down this back straight, about half a second behind, but obviously he's going to drop now, and we now skip ahead to lap 4. He is about 2.1 seconds, so not really too sure what's happened, whether he's getting contested between P4 and 5 perhaps for the position he's in. Now again, final lap, about 2 seconds behind now, P3, and that Ford Destroyer has dropped to 8th. So again, I'm not really too sure what's happened. We then fast forward, make a little bit of a mistake coming up before the back straight, and now P3 is actually catching up, but I don't think it's enough obviously to get P2. So as long as we take this corner quite nicely and don't mess up, we will do well. Now remain in P5, a little bit of a take the mick, but P2, good race, solid race. Solica, good race from him, and then Ford Destroyer, unfortunately he finished in 8th, but that was also again a really good race and a really good battle. Now, beginning of the next race, we are again on Spa using the Honda NSX with a nice, cool, funky Star Wars livery, to be fair. Now, this video, or not this video, but this second race is going to be particularly a little bit shorter than the first one, as the middle part of the race, not much really happens, apart from you'll see why towards the end of the video, or end of this race. But anyway, yeah, in third, we've got the Porsche there in P2, which we do need to catch up with, so we're gaining some time on him. The car behind the Genesis there is also catching slowly, but this NSX does have some really good straight line speed. So as we come to the end of the straight, we do catch up to the Porsche there, and don't overtake, but just get more on the back of the Porsche. Now we do get a better exit onto the straight here, so we do get the overtake done. Hopefully, yeah, we do there. So P2 now, which is good. So now it's just a matter of case of trying to catch up with Daniel. But in all fairness to Daniel, really good driver, quite fast as well. And we are now in pursuit of Daniel, now trying to get away from P3 as well. So yeah, in that case, as we take this left-hander, we'll skip ahead a little bit. So so down the main straight of lap 3, still in P2, still chasing Daniel. We now got away from P3 about 3 seconds in front, and about 1.1 seconds behind Daniel there, hoping that we can obviously make some time up. But I believe on the straights we do make time up, ever so slowly, but I think more in the field. As you'll see from the next cut, we do actually get more time gained than the straights, as that Huracan is quite quick, to be fair. So at the end of the straight there, about less than just a bit more than a second behind. Now infield section, still on lap 3, coming towards the end of it. We're about less than a second now, so I do believe that more the infield section, this NSX is a little bit quicker, a little bit more grippier as well. I believe, yeah, both 4-wheel drive, so you know, it's probably quite fair, to be fair. But as you'll see, as we get down this straight here, we start making some time up. Obviously not a lot though, as we are quite far away from Daniel, and that Huracan again is quick, as we know from the last race. So about 0.8 seconds roughly towards Daniel. Third is over 3 seconds away, so again, not worried. And as we come into the right hander, just over half a second, or 0.6 seconds behind now. So again, the Huracan has some good exit speed as well from these corners. Now end of lap 5, we're about 0.8 seconds behind. Hopefully we can grab onto what remains of slipstream down the straight. So hard on the brakes into the first long, obviously straight towards Al Rouge. Now we are less than a second behind, which is good news for us. So now we can hopefully get down the straight and remain in slipstream. And we are doing so. We are gaining time. Again, P3 is pretty much 5 seconds behind, and we are gaining time on Daniel, which is we're about 0.8 seconds, or 0.8 seconds in behind, sorry, and we are pretty much gaining. And I know that the infield section will probably be a little bit better, or not better, but probably a little bit quicker than the Lambo there. So by the end of the straight, about 0.6 seconds. So we have gained quite a few points of seconds closing distance. Now does run a little bit wide and does get a 0.5 second penalty. So lucky for us, all we need to do now is really just stay within that 0.5 second distance, and hopefully when he goes to serve the penalty towards the latter half of the track, we can just get a slightly easy overtake. But obviously it all remains if we do keep up with Daniel there and remain within a suitable time distance to get the overtake done, of course. Now, as well, which you can see, we're on the final lap, lap 5 out of 5, and you know we're still remaining in contention 2 as well. Again, I think if you hit those little bollards that are poking up, the green ones, it does slow you down a little bit as well. So whether he has a little bit of pressure knowing he's got the 0.5 second penalty as well, probably doesn't help. So we are 0.5 seconds now, about half a second. So we're in good distance. Obviously you've got to slow down, change down, build the speed back up. So we get the overtake done now. Move into P1. So a good result, and now we are forever saying bye bye and gaining more time and distance away from Daniel. So coming up to the last set of corners, again about just a second there, it almost touches. So I think we're in good safe hands. But so if you enjoyed the video, I want to see more, and you want to become a champion and become first, like the video, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.